Hurricane Florence might seem to be slowing down, but it's still poised to cause maximum damage. That's because there's something particularly dangerous about the way it could make landfall. The maximum winds in a hurricane garner a lot of attention, and rightfully so. They can be absolutely catastrophic. But wind speed isn't the only gauge for how life-threatening a hurricane can be. There are several factors at play with Florence. 1, its storm surge potential. 2, the fact that it is slow moving. And 3, the precipitation levels that follow the storm. This combination is made worse by the geography of the Carolinas.
In Florence, even though it weakened to a Category 2 hurricane, the tropical storm force winds extend very far out from the center. They extend out to about 200 miles, and that means that there is a larger area near the coast that may experience tropical storm force winds, but there is also a larger area that may experience storm surge.
Storm surge is the temporary rise in seawater level caused by a storm. It's essentially the push of water towards the shore. It can prove to be the deadliest part of a hurricane. The threat from storm surge is expected to be especially worse with Florence because of its size and angle of approach on reaching land.
This is going to be, a Mike Tyson punch to the Carolina coast.
To try to visualize that, if you use the bathtub water sloshing analogy, if you try to create a storm surge if you want to slosh water against the side of a bathtub with one finger, you're not going to be able to do a very good job. But if you use your whole arm, then you'll be able to slosh the water much more effectively up against the side. And so a hurricane with a large wind field is like when you're using your whole arm to push the water. It can't get out of the way, and it basically will pile up more aggressively against the shore.
Florence's angle of approach to the coastline could act to maximize this surge potential, since it may approach at a nearly 90-degree angle, much like Sandy in 2012. The fact that Florence is expected to move slowly as it approaches landfall means there's a lot of energy and time for storm surges to accumulate along shorelines, bays, rivers, and inlets. And since the Carolina coast is shallow, the water is expected to go deep inland, causing record flooding. And when it comes to flooding, let's not forget the heavy rainfall that could follow the storm.
And then the other factor here in play with the Carolinas is that there are mountains which may enhance even more the amount of rainfall. I am not a forecaster, so I'm not going to tell you how much it may rain, but it is panning out as a case in which there may be multiple factors contributing to heavy precipitation over a prolonged period of time.
Meteorologists who are tracking the hurricane have warned residents to prepare for the worst as Florence makes landfall.
Hey, NBC News viewers, thanks for checking out our YouTube channel. Subscribe by clicking on that button down here and click on any of the videos over here to watch the latest interviews, show highlights, and digital exclusives. Thanks for watching.